All right, 4:44, we are back this Tuesday morning. Mike has your full check of the forecast. There is some snow out there, but it sounds like there isn't going to be any big weather pattern today.
No, it's pretty quiet after
Yeah.
this, Sam. You know, it's that time of year where we're starting to all get excited because the sunset just about everywhere statewide is now after 4 p.m.
Woohoo!
Something to celebrate as we get closer and closer to the start of January. So far, snow has not been all that impressive this season, a very slow start for many of us. Portland did pick up a little bit more, though, at 11.7 as of the climate report yesterday. Still at 30.2 inches in Caribou and 9.9 inches in Bangor. Of course, we are adding to this just a little bit this morning. So far, the snow hasn't had huge impacts, but I do want to mention that parts of the Maine Turnpike have their speed limits reduced to 45 miles an hour. Easiest way to see where the snow is falling is check the visibility. Down to 4 miles in Waterville, 4 miles in Lewiston, 1.5 miles in Portland and Fryeburg. Could be a little tough to travel across parts of western Maine, central Maine, and southern Maine for the next couple of hours. These snow showers will continue to move off to the east. However, I do think that with surface temperatures in the low 30s near the Penobscot Bay and down east at the coastline, that could introduce maybe a little bit of mixing, and the snow probably won't stick quite as easily, but Bangor and north, it certainly will have no issues. The heaviest snow right now is falling through Skowhegan. We've got one band right now, and we've got a secondary band that's stretching roughly from Augusta and down into parts of Lincoln and Knox counties. And that's going to be the story as these showers continue to move off to the east. Generally speaking, many of us wrap up with the snow entirely through the early afternoon. Here's a quick glance ahead to 10 a.m. Steady snow across eastern Maine, down east areas, maybe a bit of mixing at the coastline, but inland I do think that this will be all snow and stick almost immediately. By 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, we are done talking about the snow entirely. Sunshine starts to pop back out, temperatures back into the 30s, some lingering clouds across the mountains, but no huge issues. However, I do expect more clouds to move back in tonight. While this isn't exactly a pattern that favors big storms, it's not completely quiet either. Mostly cloudy skies will allow temperatures to stay a little bit milder tonight. Still expecting black ice, especially through the morning tomorrow. But we should see improvements into tomorrow afternoon. And then we watch for another weak system to roll through on Thursday. And that could bring a couple of light showers to the area, maybe a bit of wintry mix. Here's our front setup for the next couple of days, though. High pressure to our north on Wednesday. We've got a warm front to the south, and this is the storm system that moves close enough on Thursday to bring a bit of wintry mix. I don't know that the warm front is really going to make it north of us, which means we're going to be on the cold side of the front, but there's not a ton of cold air to tap into here, so I don't think it's going to be some huge snow event by any means. After that, we watch this big area of low pressure form in the Four Corners region of the United States. This is noon on Friday, but the storm track takes it across the country pretty quickly. And then by the weekend, we could be talking about something a bit more interesting here. The reason that we aren't really active until we get to Sunday is because we got to wait for this big dip in the jet stream. This is where we finally get some of that energy to form a storm. The storm development zone is going to be somewhere over West Virginia, and the storm track resulting from that could be far enough north that we talk about snow, could be so far north we talk about rain, or it could be totally to our south and we end up with just a couple of quiet days to kick off the new year. Seas today 2 to 3 feet, southwest wind 10 to 20 knots, becoming west a little bit later in the day. Water temperature still 46 degrees, mostly cloudy Wednesday, late with some mixing on Thursday. And then once we get into Friday, we should clear things out. Clear conditions for the actual start of the new year. However, Sam, we shift our focus to what happens on Saturday and Sunday. There's something there. Could be rain, could be snow. We've got a couple days to work that one out.
All right, I'll leave it to you to figure it out. Thanks, Mike.